Adult life feels harder than it should, and most people can't explain why. It's not usually the big dramatic moments that make life difficult, it's the small, invisible rules we were never taught. In school, life felt more clearer. You followed instructions, you put in effort, and the result usually followed. But adult life doesn't work like that. Effort alone isn't enough, good intentions aren't enough, and being busy doesn't always mean you are moving forward. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 invisible rules that quietly shape how adult life works. Not to complain about them, but to understand them. Rule number 1: effort doesn't compound automatically. The invisible rule is we are taught that if we work hard every day, progress will naturally follow. But in real life, effort only compounds when it's placed inside the right structure. You can work very hard at the wrong things, in the wrong order, or for even very long time. This is why people feel exhausted and still stuck. Not because they are lazy, but because effort without structure doesn't multiply. Once you understand this rule, the question changes. You stop asking, why am I working so hard? And start asking, is this effort designed to compound? Rule number 2: timing beats intensity. The second invisible rule is about timing. In adult life, timing often matters more than intensity. We admire intensity, long hours, grinding, pushing harder, but many outcomes are shaped more by when something happens than by how hard we push. Start a little earlier, wait a little longer, or acting at the right moment often beats extreme efforts at the wrong time. This applies to career, money, relationships, almost everything. When you understand this rule, patience stops feeling passive. It becomes strategic. Rule number 3: busy feels productive, but often isn't. The third invisible rule is one most people struggle with. Busy does not mean productive. Adult life fills up fast. Emails, messages, errands, meetings, tasks. And because we're moving, it feels like progress. But motion and direction are not the same thing. Busyness often comes from reacting. Productivity usually comes from choosing. Once you see this, you start protecting your attention, not because you're lazy, but because attention is what actually moves things forward. Rule number 4: small decisions beats big plans. The fourth invisible rule is the small decisions usually matter more than big plans. Most people wait for big motivation, big clarity, big change. But life is shaped far more by small, repeated decisions. What you say yes to, what you postpone, what you ignore, what you repeat, these don't feel dramatic, but they compound quietly over time. Understanding this shifts your focus. You stop chasing big breakthroughs and start designing better defaults. Rule number 5: clarity beats motivation. The final invisible rule is this: clarity beats motivation. Motivation is emotional. Clarity is structural. When you are clear about what matters, what doesn't, and what comes next, you don't need to feel motivated every day. Clarity reduces friction, and less friction means more consistent action. Most people aren't stuck. because they lack motivation. They are stuck because they lack clarity. These invisible rules aren't meant to discourage you. They are meant to help you see life more clearly. Once you understand how things work, you stop fighting reality and start working with it. That is what this channel is about. Explaining real life simply.